KFWB News Talk 980.
Is the new year the time for a new career? I'm Maggie McKay with Lisa Osborne in for Michael Chappé. Welcome to it. This is LA's Afternoon News.
Baby boomers may be planning to retire, but that doesn't mean they don't want another job. We talk with an expert about changing career.
KFWB News Time, 5:32.
Young entrepreneurs may get more attention, but baby boomers are becoming business owners faster than anyone else.
As boomers reach retirement age, 10,000 Americans every day for the next 19 years will be leaving their jobs. But most can't afford to call it quits for good. So career expert Joyce Schwarz says one way to try out a new possible business opportunity is by getting on the job training in a field that interests you.
Maybe you love to cook, you have no formal training, so you can tie up with a caterer in your area and get in the kitchen experience. And then maybe if you want to, you can head back to culinary school. Got to remember, Martha Stewart started that way with working with a caterer and then ended up with her own catering firm. And now, she's Martha Stewart.
So what about volunteering? Do you recommend volunteering for finding your way into another career?
Oh, that's a great one. Say you're going to go from a banker or something where you've been inside for most of your life, inside offices or cubicles, and you want to go into maybe your own remodeling business. So one of the first things I suggest is to get volunteer experience. Maybe go help build houses for not just a weekend, but maybe, a series of weeks with something like Habitat for Humanity. Could be that you're hammering out a new life for yourself.
Now, going back to school could cost a lot of money. What do you suggest for people who talk to you about wanting to launch into a new career with going to school, but they're not quite sure if that's something they're really going to like?
Well, I'm a big believer in getting in the field training first, or get an immersion, as I say. Get right into it. Get as close as possible to your new dream. And one of the best ways to do that now is to freelance. Or you can get a temp job, and let's just say you were thinking about going an MBA and you want to really get into maybe someday being an entrepreneur. Well, rather than just think about it, why don't you transition out of your day job by maybe even doing a little sweat equity for a startup company in your area, and who knows, you may end up starting your own business or owning a share of that one. One of the most interesting facts that I often share with people is that baby boomers, 55 to 64, are starting 10,000 new businesses a month. And that's according to the Kauffman Foundation. You got to remember, Ray Kroc was over 50 when he started McDonald's.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, and and you go back and see Walmart, same thing. They say that the child never even tried French food until she was in her 40s.
And Colonel Sanders as well, right?
Right.
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yeah.
So these were jobs, careers that they started after they retired.
Maybe not even retired. Maybe they were transitioning out. Maybe they were just kicked out, to be honest,
Yeah, we don't know. So what are some of the first steps that someone can take as far as getting out to meet people that they might want to volunteer with or meet people that they might want to consult with on a new business startup? How do people network?
You start telling people. It's kind of like you want to get back in the dating scene again, and either somebody says, okay, now it's time to get back into the dating scene, or you say, hey, really, I think I'm going to take some baby steps and get out there. So ask a friend. This is the perfect time of the year, even though people think it may not be because of our economy or because of the holidays. Is it terrific time to look at your holiday list and even just maybe add a little note on a holiday card or an email that you're sending to wish, a Happy New Year, is saying, I'm looking at maybe doing some volunteering, or I'm looking at going into the remodeling business. Do you know anybody that I can talk to? So that's the other thing, doing some informational interviews. Actually, maybe following someone. Wouldn't it be great if you could walk in and had you met Martha Stewart earlier in life, or maybe even today, who knows, someone like her would let you into their catering business and kind of just sit on a stool for a day.
That's career expert Joyce Schwarz, founder of Startup50plus.com, talking about how you can transition into another career and really to kind of try out opportunities before you make a full commitment. Like say you thought you wanted to be a caterer, a food person before you spend all that money at culinary school.
Yeah.
Wait to see if you like it first.
What would you be if you weren't in radio, Lisa?
Oh, I would love to be a hit songwriter, but of course that would take special talent too. Wouldn't that be the greatest job?
Yeah.
Because then you make all the money from royalties, but people don't see you, so you can go around like kind of anonymous.
That's a good idea.
I'm thinking that.